What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Deathring, and in today's video we're going to be playing some more Overwatch. This is the second video I've uploaded of Overwatch, and I've played some more. I've gotten better. Not really, I still suck, but I've played some more, and I've gotten more used to it on a keyboard and mouse. Then I still would probably rather prefer a controller, just because my aim's a little better still on a controller than it is on a mouse. I get to play as my favorite character this game, and you'll see that I demonstrate why I like her so much. So I don't really know what this game mode is, but it's basically, I think it's King of the Hill. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I don't know if it's called that in this game, but basically hold the objective until one team gets to 100 points, and that's basically it. It's basically a best out of 2, I think. I don't really know. This game is 10 minutes long, I think, something like that. This I made a remark in my last video saying, "Wow, 10 minutes went by very fast." I was watching the wrong video. So see, as you can see, I'm able to float all the way over here and still jet, even though I suck because, you know, Bastion, you know. So I was talking in my last video about competitive Overwatch. When I meant competitive Overwatch, I meant like at a stadium, kind of like Call of Duty. Now, I know they do competitive matches already of Overwatch, and I watched a bit of that. I know I just switched back to Soldier. I was pissed that I was taken down by Bastion, but don't worry. I know that they do matches. I was just interested because I've never seen like a huge competitive like arena match of Overwatch. So I was just curious of how that would just look and all the hype that would be behind it, because Overwatch is a very competitive game and it's very skill based. Now sometimes things happen which are bullcrap, but it's very skill based. The main defensive character is Reinhardt, obviously, because of his shield. And I was watching some gameplay, and it was intense. Like, I watched like a whole hour straight, and I couldn't stop watching it. And which was really surprising, because like when I watched the competitive Call of Duty videos, kind of got bored. I don't know if it was because I've just played it so long, so just Call of Duty was already boring to me. But I don't know, it's just I watched this and it was pretty intense. I'm not even gonna lie. It was I don't know what teams I was watching, but it was like the first video, but I clicked on the most recent one, and apparently the one team had already won like the first set of matches out of best out of 3, I think, of 3 maps. And if they win 2 maps consecutively, then so yeah, it's the best out of 2 that wins the match. And then apparently they won the first map, and when you win the first map, obviously all you have to do is win the second map. And I think the second, I don't know what game mode they were playing, I couldn't remember, but they won the first map, and the other team obviously hadn't won any. And so they get to the second map, and they win like the first 2 sets. So all they had to do was win one more set to, you know, a trip to Atlanta is what they said for a competitive match, like a big competitive event. And I thought that was pretty dope, so I was like about to watch this team go to Atlanta. Well, to my experience, I didn't really know both of these teams, so I was kind of just rooting for the winner, which is kind of dumb. So I was rooting for the one that already won the first map. Well, they win 2 sets on the second map, and then the second team makes the most ridiculous comeback I've ever seen in my whole entire life. They win they win 3 sets on that map. 3 sets back to back to back. So they win that map. Alright, so they just took the other team's chance of going to Atlanta right out of their hands. Like, I'm pretty sure they were doing the King of the Hill on, I don't remember what map, but they were playing King of the Hill, and no, they were doing the defensive points where if you capture the first point, like, you still have time to go capture the second point, blah blah blah. I don't want to explain the whole rules. You guys have played Overwatch long enough. And so they were at 99% of like completing it, or like the circle where it says you've captured a point was like a centimeter away from like finishing, and they were about to capture it, and then somebody like had May as a character, the little ice girl, and she stayed on the point for long enough for the other team to come and take it away from them, and they lost that map because of it. So now it's, I think it was 2-1, yeah, 2-1 or something like that. And so now after they won that one, no, it's 2-1 still. They just won that one, so that was their first one. And it gets to the next map, and they crush them again, like completely. It's not like they destroyed them all like 3 rounds or whatever. No, it's like the team that was most likely to go to Atlanta, the one that said had 2 wins. We're just gonna call it Team A, and the other one Team B, just so I don't have to keep reminding myself and you. So Team A is the more likely team to go to Atlanta, just because they won more games and they were closer to, you know, going. Well, Team B, for the next map, it's 2-1, and then the next map, Team A gets like 2/3 of the way of winning the map, and then Team B just wins 3 back to back to back. It's ridiculous. Like, they were completely just demoralizing these guys. Like, I don't even know how I would feel. I would probably freak out. I would probably like not understand why the hell this is happening to me. Like, why can't I just win a match? We were able to destroy him the first time. Why isn't it not working anymore? And so Team B wins that map. So now it's 2-2, and then they go into an overtime map. And this is all on the line now. Whichever team wins goes to Atlanta, to the competitive team. Like, for like, they're the chosen one. And it gets so close for both teams. It's like a 2-2 out of 3, like King of the Hill, and Team A is at 99%. Team B is at 99%. Team A is capturing it, and then it goes into overtime. So overtime lasts for a long time, like more than I would ever think it could. Overtime is when you stand in the say flag or defensive point, King of the Hill, and you can have your whole team on there, but if one opposing enemy team, the defenders, is in there, it goes into overtime, which stops the clock, or stops the percentage, and it just stops. It stands still until that person or the whole team is out of the ring or is dead. So they're both at 99%, and overtime lasted for like a good like 45 to like 50 seconds, which might not sound long, but when you're that close to winning a match, 45 seconds probably felt like 30 minutes. And the commentators that were commentating the game were freaking out. They were just like, what could have happened? What could have happened? Because one of them, I think, had the little monk guy that floats, the healer. He had his special, which is to you know, gain everybody's invincibility, and they lost. So the team that looked like they were going to win lost. So that's the end of my little rant or story that I wanted to talk about. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave that thumbs up. If you disliked the video, hit that dislike button. Your opinion matters. And if you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.